Hello, I'm Mohamed with Healthy Sarasota County, and today I'd like to welcome you to our show, 5210, A Healthy Message in Schools. Back in September, the Education Channel featured Get to Know 5210. And just to get our viewers up to speed, I'm going to just recap that message for you so that we all know what we're talking about. 5 stands for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. 2, no more than 2 hours of screen time. At least 1 hour of physical activity, and 0 sugary beverages to quench thirst. Joining me today to speak about 5210 in schools from Sarasota County Schools, I have Adriel Zahniser, nutrition educator with Food and Nutrition Services, Dan Washmuth, nutrition educator from Food and Nutrition Services, and Susie Dubose, district employee wellness coordinator. Welcome. How are you using 5210 to reach kids?
The 5210 message is great for the elementary level, which is what I teach, because it's just very clear and concise and very attainable for students of the younger age. So I've incorporated it into the 3 lessons that I teach elementary classes. So it's our first lesson, and it establishes the framework for how kids can be healthy.
And you said you were in the elementary schools?
Yep.
So Dan, does that mean you're in the upper levels?
Yes, I teach mostly at the middle schools and high schools.
Okay.
And every lesson that I teach, I definitely try to incorporate the 5210 message in the lessons. And the biggest component of 5210 that I really try to teach is the 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. And what I try to teach is how easy it really is to get 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, especially if you eat school lunch. Because if you eat school breakfast and school lunch, you get 5 servings of fruits and vegetables. With breakfast, you get 1 serving, and with lunch, you actually get 2 servings of fruits and 2 servings of vegetables.
And so have you found that kids really did not realize that prior to the nutrition education piece in the 5210?
And they're really excited because kids a lot of times are hungry all day, every day. So getting as much food as they can is really important to them, and they're happy that they can get more food, and it comes with the meal, no extra cost.
Do you have to adapt the message for different grade levels, and how?
I think the message really could be clear enough for a kindergartner as well as a senior in high school, but we definitely add in a little more science or a little more we kind of elevate the education if we're teaching at the secondary level and kind of simplify it a little more at the elementary. But really, there's no adaptation that needs to happen. It's just 5210, and
it's a simple
clear
message.
enough.
Simple message, attainable, it's easy to achieve. It's a great message.
I see you wearing bracelets with 5210 on. You're all wearing bracelets. Wow. How do you use those bracelets as part of the nutrition education piece?
Absolutely. Kids love gifts, especially when they're free. This is a reminder that the kids can take away with them, from our lessons. So we teach about 5210, but when you walk out of the classroom, that poster isn't at your home. It's not there when you wake up, but a bracelet is. So this is a great reminder for them to continue to work on those goals that we speak about.
Susie, 5210 is in the classrooms and reaching our students, as we've heard from Food and Nutrition Services. How have the teachers responded to the 5210 message?
Well, good question, because staff are absolutely our most valuable resource. Their physical and mental health are essential to the success of this district. So it's absolutely appropriate that they're involved in a multi-sector program that's actually in their classroom. They can speak to it, they can support the students in their efforts, they can endorse it, and at the same time benefit from the healthy message themselves. So I can share with you that our superintendent has actually put together a task force to investigate our plan design, our health benefits, and wellness is a huge piece of that. In the near future, actually this coming year, 2014-15, we're working on a strategic plan which has a menu of programs, of options for staff. 5210 will absolutely be a part of it. It's scientifically based, it's easy to participate in, and again, it's multi-sector, it's in our community, so staff and students, their families, we're all participating. It all contributes to that culture of wellness that we're looking for, the healthy lifestyles. So I'm really excited about it.
Wow, it sounds like you have a great plan.
We do.
Well, I guess you've answered our question about the importance of the healthy lifestyle message, 5210, to the work you do.
I guess you could say 5210, not only is it great in the classroom, but I've seen it a lot out in the community. And this message is, that, for one, is just wonderful because the kids hear it in the classroom, they take the bracelet home with them, and then they see it at the media center or at the library, they see it at their doctor's offices, so that message just continues to be carried across.
It's reinforced. The
Absolutely.
education you do is reinforced.
Multi-sector.
Yeah.
So, which is crucial to keeping it in front of you and contributing to the culture that we're looking for in our community.
And what's great is we teach the kids, and the kids do a great job of going home and teaching their family, their brothers and sisters and their parents. So it's just a continual education across the family.
So your wonderful work does not stop in the classroom.
No.
Exactly.
Well,
It
very
lives
good.
on.
Thank you for joining us. Hi, I'm Ro with Healthy Sarasota County, and I'm here to tell you about 5210. 5210 is a set of 4 simple, everyday goals to help you and your family live a healthier lifestyle.
Eat fruits and vegetables at least 5 times a day.
With fruits and vegetables, more matters. At mealtime, try to fill half your plate with fruits and veggies. Choose fresh, frozen, or canned. They're all nutritious, and they make great snacks.
Cut screen time to 2 hours or less a day.
Screen time is any free time spent in front of a screen, whether it's TV, computers, video games, or mobile devices. Make 2 hours your daily max. Research shows kids under 2 shouldn't get any screen time at all.
Be physically active at least 1 hour every day.
Physical activity is so important for health and well-being. It helps us feel better, have more energy, and be more productive. An hour a day may seem like a lot, but you'll be surprised how fast it adds up when you find fun activities for you and your family. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're active.
No soda, sports, or fruit drinks.
Sugary drinks like soda, sweet tea, sports and energy drinks don't have a lot of nutrients, but they do have a lot of calories. Try to avoid them altogether. Even 100% fruit juice has a lot of sugar. Instead, drink more water and non-fat or 1% milk. They're the best choice when you're thirsty. Remember, these are goals you can build up to. Just thinking about 5210 every day and making small changes are important steps. So get started. Visit healthysarasota.com for more tips and resources, and make 5210 your goal every day. Hello and welcome back to our show today, 5210, A Healthy Message in Schools. We're back with Susie Dubose, Employee Wellness Coordinator with Sarasota County Schools, and 2 new guests today, Ginger Godley, School Nurse at Sarasota High School, and Dexter Hurley, a Senior at Sarasota High School. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. We just touched on some points with Food and Nutrition Services about reaching students with the 5210 message. And I think, having a simple and a consistent message like 5210 is so important in reaching students. And so, Ginger, I know you have a really wonderful success story, a profound story, actually, that I hope you'll share with us today. But just in general, can you provide us with a summary? And Susie, I know you work with the school nurses as well, and so you can speak to this topic as well. But a summary of how school nurses in Sarasota County use the 5210 in assisting students in living healthier lifestyles.
The school nurses will have students come into them at the high school level. I've had students come in and say they want to try to lose weight, and that's how I met Dexter, where he came in, I want to use your scale. I'd like to lose weight, and I said, I can help you with that. We do get parent permission to make sure that it's okay, and then we go over the 5210 message. With Dexter, I had used the healthy weight assessment plan and did like an assessment on him, and all the school nurses do that. And some of the questions were, how many times a week do you eat breakfast? He answered 0. How often you take out food? 2 or 3 times a week. What do you drink per day? He was drinking juice, soda every day, Gatorades, and things from that. And then from there, from the assessment, we determine a goal. And with Dexter, it was avoiding sugar-sweetened drinks. So we set that goal, and then we came up with an individualized health care plan and set like mini goals. So the first mini goal we had was to get him off the soda. So we did that, and that took a couple weeks, but then we went to the juices. He's taking 100% juice. So that was 300 calories just in juice. He was having regular Gatorades, soda, 700-800 calories a day just in fluids.
Is this sounding familiar,
Yes,
Dexter? Is it sounding like the past?
Yes.
Good, good. And so really the drinks were, the sugary beverages
Yes.
were what you focused on. What else did you change in your lifestyle to, make it a little healthier for you?
More working out. More
Exercise?
More exercise. Just getting fit.
Now, Ginger touched on the fast food. Were you open to changing those habits?
Well, it took time because I love fast food. McDonald's, my favorite. Eat McDonald's more than twice a week.
And why is that? Was it just close to school?
It was close to school.
Okay. It was cheap?
That too.
Yeah, you could afford it. And so that was your food environment for a while. And so how long, you said it took a while to make changes? How long did it take you?
From 2 months, I started cutting back, probably going once a week. Then before I knew it, I didn't even crave McDonald's anymore.
Great.
So just small baby steps, small changes,
And that's
you
the
were
same
able
thing with the
to-
soda too. It was like, I don't expect you to completely stop after drinking it every day, but how about once a week for something special? And I would say after a month, you were completely off the soda.
Completely off the
And
soda.
we started cutting down the juice and going to Gatorade 2s instead of regular
Yeah, those
Gatorades.
small steps, those little changes are sustainable, as opposed to, I'm going to give up everything today. I'm going to start working out today. And it doesn't work like that,
No,
does it?
it doesn't.
Right.
So what
It
do you quench your thirst with now?
I like water. Water and ginseng tea. Love it. So that's mainly what I drink. I have a soda once in a while, but not often. Not often.
Was there anyone in your life that kind of noticed these changes and praised, and kind of supported you in it?
Well, what really made me start losing more weight was that a lot of people noticed it. They say, Dexter, wow, you losing weight. Well, I never really told no one after. They say, hey, what you doing to lose weight? Nah, I didn't really want to tell them. But after a while, I wanted to share that, what made me lose weight? How can I help somebody else? And ever since then, I just kept going. So during the summer, I opened up a little group called Motivation. And it was me and probably 15 other kids. We run the bridge.
So you started your own little fitness
Wow,
club.
that's awesome.
And you were advocating not only for yourself, but you were advocating for the health of others. That's fantastic.
Sharing the message with your colleagues, your cohorts.
Yes.
I'm sorry, so
Wonderful.
what else did you do as part of that activity club?
We ran the bridge, go to the gym, and walk a lot, I noticed ever since, before I got a car, I liked walking, really like walking. But now that I got a car, it's different. So
You got to work it into your schedule
yes,
now.
I gotta work it
now
into
that
the
you're
schedule.
Welcome
this
to
new
our
healthy
world.
lifestyle. Right.
So it sounds like the healthy drinking habits and the physical activity were two of the goals that really
Yes.
resonated with you. Yeah. And it's Susie, we were talking about this earlier in that 5210 is a message that really doesn't focus so much on weight or BMI.
Right.
Which you hear
More
a
on
lot.
a healthy lifestyle, making healthy changes, much like you did. And I really enjoy working with the school health team. We have a wonderful school health team. The nurses are fantastic. I can't even, the list of what they do every day is too long. I mean, I can't go through it all. And I'm a nurse myself, as you mentioned, so I benefit from attending their meetings and seeing how they work with the students and what they're doing in the schools, because I can, again, carry that back to staff and to wellness champions. We might touch on that at some point. We have a wellness champion at every school. So we have a school, if we're lucky, a school nurse. Not every school does. We all have health rooms and health aides, but our nurses work hard. Some cover multiple sites. It's nice to have the wellness champions, the nurses, and the whole staff working together on this message.
And the one-on-one is so important. Ginger, Dexter, Susie, thank you for joining us. Is there anything that you'd like our viewers to know before we close this session out?
Congratulations.
Congratulations,
You're
Dexter.
a great role model
And he's
for our
kept the
students.
weight off. We're very proud of him.
Yeah, keep it up.
Thank you for the work you do in our schools with our kids.
She does a lot.
We'll be right back after a short break.
Let's go! 5210! Eat fruits and vegetables at least 5 times a day. Cut screen time to 2 hours or less a day. Kids under 2 shouldn't have any screen time at all. Be physically active at least 1 hour every day. No soda, sports, or fruit drinks. Instead, drink more water and non-fat or 1% milk. For a healthier lifestyle, make 5210 your goal every day.
Hi there, and welcome back to 5210, A Healthy Message in Schools. Our guests today are discussing 5210 and how it is being used in Sarasota County Schools to address healthy lifestyles for kids. Today I have with me Lisa Wheatley, Assistant Principal of Pineview School, and Amanda Simon, Teacher and Wellness Champion at Pineview School. Welcome.
Thank you.
So far we have talked about how the 5210 is reaching individual students in schools and food and nutrition services, and Ginger, our school nurse at Sarasota County, or Sarasota High School, touched on reaching each kid. But Pineview has taken the 5210 beyond the individual level. And Lisa and Amanda, could you please share with us how Pineview has involved its families in the 5210 message?
Well, to begin with, we started with our staff, and we shared the 5210 message with them at faculty meetings. We have a banner in our office. And then we decided for the teachers to spread the news to the students. So after we let the staff know about 5210 and they shared that information with the students, we also put it in our newsletter, which is called Pine Views, to share it with families so they would know what was going on. We continued the message at the school through weekly announcements and focused on one number per month. And then we formed a committee with parents and teachers for a Python run, which was a culminating activity that we would have in April to celebrate all the different aspects of 5210.
I really, again, I love that you guys spent a whole month on each one. We were talking about how, unfortunately, some of us, not myself not included, but wake up and say, today I'm going to give up everything bad for me. Today I'm going to go to the gym, twice. These are sustainable changes. When you hear the messaging and work on something for weeks at a time like that, that's wonderful. It was a great plan.
One of the things we really liked about 5210 was it's not necessarily prescriptive, and it's not taking a look at all the things you're doing wrong and trying to correct them all at once, and people tend to feel overwhelmed. My thinking is if you do enough of the good, eventually you start to push out some of the bad. So when we were encouraging students to eat 5 servings of fruits and vegetables, inevitably, if they're filling up on the good stuff, they're pushing some of the bad stuff out of their diet. And the bracelets were great. You guys were great with us and gave us some that we made available to elementary teachers. And for that month, the kids would earn that bracelet and they could walk around wearing that as a reminder of what the monthly goal was. So it was really exciting.
Right, and education is key, as you know, and especially with this initiative. Amanda has a class. She teaches all of our 4th graders. She has a wellness class, and in that class they learn how to read a label. They learn about nutrition, and they take it home and teach their families. And then the families are thanking us because their children are teaching them
So
how to eat better.
And that just reminded me of something. How are the parents actually reacting to the different parts of the message? I mean, do you have parents saying, "Oh my gosh, that's great," or "That's challenging in our home"? Have you had any feedback from parents?
We get a lot of feedback, and fortunately, it's been overwhelmingly positive. Parents report that they now take their child to the grocery store and take them grocery shopping. We do a lot of hands-on activities in that wellness class where I have maybe 20 or 25 different types of food bars, and I have the kids fill out a sheet on each bar, the brand, then the number of ingredients, sugar, fat, protein, and then teach them about clueless and clued in choices. And they have to determine of the 20 or 25 varieties which ones you would find to be better than others.
So really touching on that health literacy
Yes.
piece and increasing health literacy in children.
Yes.
And I'm sure they're vocal at home and it trickles down.
They
Absolutely.
are.
And
Wow.
I have to toot Amanda's horn and Lisa's and the entire wellness committee. That is an absolute perfect example of a work site initiative, entire work site. And what great role models. So you're educators, you're educating them, but you're also role models. You're participating as well.
Well, and I have
Wonderful.
changed my eating habits through learning more, just really trying to eat more whole foods and looking at labels, partly from what I've learned from Amanda as well. And also, the great thing about our run was that it was definitely a combination of parents and teachers coming together to try to provide something for families. And not only did families get involved, but the whole community was involved. The Minnesota Track Club sponsored us, and that was huge. And then the community members, we had so much support from different businesses that it was such a great day, a successful
for a
event.
first event. It
Yes.
went, like you said, you started out with, we hope we get 100 participants, and then when the numbers started to climb, now we want 200. And how many?
We ended
people?
up with over 400
400.
people
For a
registered.
first-time event.
Yeah.
So, we have to toot Dr. Covert's horn too. Dr. Stephen
Absolutely.
Covert. He actually started you guys out. I mean, you all sat together and invited me to be the fly on the wall and listen to your great plans. And when he looked across the table, because you were talking about distances, and he said, well, how about a 5K and a 2.10 fun run? I thought, genius.
Yes.
You need to patent that. It's just, that was wonderful.
Yeah, I attended that Saturday morning and was blown away, not just because of the level of engagement and how the 5210 translates so beautifully from individual student to whole school to workplace environment and to employees, but really speaking to the importance of partnerships. The school district has been just an awesome, long-standing partner of Healthy Sarasota County, and it was just great to see Healthy Sarasota County represented, the 5210 initiative, really a part of your school's culture. Thank you very much. That was great.
Yeah, and you're right. It starts at the top. And Dr. Covert was there with his son running. And
There's a great photo on Facebook, right? There's
it's
evidence.
a great example from our leaders. So.
It was also exciting for me to have our first ever family-friendly wellness event.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are other schools out there doing anything like that. We have a couple events throughout the year that are for families, but this was specifically geared toward family-friendly wellness. And the number of families, the number of moms and dads that did the fun run with their 4 and their 5 and their 6-year-olds was exciting. We had a lot of first-time 5Kers come out. It managed to reach the community, but there was such a big central part of the run that was our school community.
You're absolutely right, because we do 5Ks in the community, and it's normally adults. There were more children out there than I have ever seen at an event. In fact, they were all in front of me. I ran the 5K, and I came in way after they did.
We are just out of time here, but I just wanted to thank you for being a part of 5210. Healthy Messages in Schools. I'd like to thank our panelists, all of our panelists, for joining us. Thank you to Healthy Sarasota County and the Florida Department of Health and the Education Channel for making this possible. And thank you to our viewers. I'm Mohamed, and I'd like to remind you to make 5210 your goal every day.